Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Dr. Swasti, and in today's video we're going to be talking about questions like this which comes in the EVS paper of CTET. Now I have divided this video and these type of questions into 4 types so that you get a clear understanding of the various versions in which this question can be asked. At the end of the video, I have put up 4 practice questions for you to do on your own, and the answers have also been provided. So let's begin. For us to be able to do these kind of questions, we have to know a few things, and that is what I'm going to be teaching you. The first thing is direction. So wherever you are, suppose you are at this point, then to the up is the north, to the down is south. So let's say you start from this point. If you say north, you have to make a line like this. If you say south, you make a line this way. If you say east, you go to the right. If you go say west, you go to the left. Some questions, especially a little harder ones, could also be talking about northeast, northwest, southeast, and southwest. Always remember this is from your point of reference. So the first type of questions, only the direction is asked. So even if numbers are given, take them as indications and we will only be looking at the answers, at the direction. The trick is quickly look at the options given, at the answers, and see whether you have been asked the distance and the direction or only the direction. So there are 2 points which you need to keep in mind. First, I've seen a lot of mistakes people make with the meaning of the word due east. Due east means towards east. Due west or due south means towards south. So what are these kind of questions? Most of the questions are very similar. There will be a person who stays at one place and the school is at another place, or there's a doctor whose home is somewhere. Generally, it starts with X and the place you have to reach is Y. Okay. So here we see Reena stays at X and her school is at Y. There is no straight road. Okay. So this is a extra sentence given. So she has to travel from home. So X is home. Here is how you do it. You start with X, which is a home, and she travels 300 meters due east. So from X, this is east, 300 meters. This is point A. Then 450 meters due south. So this would be approximately 450 meters due south. This is point B, and 90 meters due west. 90 meters. So this would be approximately 90 meters due west to point Y. So the first thing is, where is the child going, which direction, due east, due south, due west. The second point which you have to keep in mind is, in which direction is Reena's school with respect to her house. So this word, with respect to her home. Okay. So with respect to X, so you have to give the direction of Y with respect to X. Okay. So with respect to X, so if you are standing at X, in which direction is Reena's school? So since this answer is not asking so much about, this was technically be southeast, but they have asked you only in terms of north, south, east, and west. So the correct answer here would be south. Okay. If the option had been southeast, that would have been a better option. So check out what has been asked. The main thing is understanding what due east, due south means. And second is, this is where a lot of students make mistake with respect to where is being asked. Okay. So they could be asking you with respect to her school, where is her home, then the answer would change. So with respect to means, where is it that you have to stand and draw these lines. Okay. So this is the first kind of type of question where only the direction is asked. You could also be asked the second type where direction and distance is asked. Okay, so this is a slightly higher or more difficult question, and both the direction and the distance have been asked. So here the question is, Amit walked 8 kilometers south. He then turned towards the west and walked for 3 kilometers. So here is Amit. He walked 8 kilometers south. 8 kilometers. South means you have to go downwards. He then turned towards the west. So he turned towards the west. West is on our left and walked for 3 kilometers. 3 kilometers. He then turned north and walked 5 kilometers. So he has walked 5 kilometers north and finally turned east and walked 3 kilometers. 3 kilometers. Okay. So you have to presume he has walked parallel. The question asked is, how far is Amit from the point he started? So he started here. This is 3 kilometers. He walked up and walked back. So this whole thing is 8. This is 8. And he has walked back 5. So 8 minus 5, he is 3 kilometers. Now here they haven't asked the direction, but you could be asked to find the distance. The answer, if direction had been asked, would have been 3 kilometers south. Okay, with reference to Amit, where is he now? Where is original position? He is now 3 kilometers south from where he started. But only the distance has been asked. So here these numbers and the proportion becomes very important. The third kind of question is, instead of giving east, west, north, south, they give the directions as left or right. So let's see this question. It starts walking towards north. Okay, so here is A. He starts walking towards north. They have not mentioned how much he's taking. Now, then he takes a left turn, then takes another left turn, and then takes a right turn. Again takes a right turn, and again takes a right turn. In which direction is A walking now? So here we don't know in which direction he's walking. So let's see. A is walking, so he's facing north. His head is here, right? He takes a left turn. So when you are facing this way, your right is here, your left is here. So he has turned left. Now his head is here. You have to imagine this. So he takes a left turn. We have done this. So do it one by one. Okay, don't hurry with this. So he has taken his first left turn. We have done this. Then takes another left turn. So this is another left turn. Again, his right is here, left is here. So he takes another left turn. His head is here. His right would be here, left would be here. You have to keep imagining this. Okay, so then he takes a right turn. Right turn, we have done this. Again takes a right turn. So this is head, right, left. Again takes a right turn. And again takes a right turn. Let me make this bigger. Again he takes a right turn. In which direction is he walking now? So he is walking to the east. This is east, this is west. His head is here. Okay, so this was a tough sum given. This is the last year's sum, 2021 sum. So A walks from here north. The first direction is given. So this is north. And then he takes a left turn, another left turn, a right turn, another right turn, and another right turn. In which direction is he walking now? He is walking to the east. Type 4 is another special kind where we use Pythagoras' theorem. So if you can remember, Pythagoras' theorem requires a right angle triangle, and it says that the sum on the hypotenuse, that the square of the sum is the sum of the squares of the other two sides. So if this is 3 and this is 4, then this will be the square root of 3 square plus 4 square. So 3 square we know is 9, 4 square is 16, which is the under root of 25 or 5. So it will be useful to remember a few Pythagoras theorem numbers. These are called as Pythagorean numbers. One is 3, 4, 5, and the other is 5, 12, and 13. Okay, this is best to remember it. You can always verify it now. But these are the two questions which are these two sets of numbers which are asked. So let's begin with this type now. So here they say Ram went 4 kilometers north from his home. Here is Ram. He went 4 kilometers north and then 3 kilometers west. And then 8 kilometers south. How many kilometers was he from his home? So if we cut this line out here, if we make this into a perfect square, we know that this is 4 and this is 3 because opposite sides of a rectangle are equal. So here we get, if we look at this distance, this is how far he is, we get a triangle out here which one side is 3, the other side is 4 since the total is 8 and this much is 4. So this is the distance which is being asked. So 3, 4, this makes it 5 kilometers. We are using Pythagoras' theorem out here. So how far was he from his home? He was 5 kilometers from his home. So these are the 4 kind of questions which can come. It'll be good for you to practice this over and over again and get your concepts very clear. Always draw a rough diagram and go one by one. It's not a very difficult questions to do. So 4 practice questions for you. I'll read out the questions, but do pause the video and do it on your own and only then check the answers. So the first is your house is located at X and your school is located at Y. Although your school is just opposite, I'm not reading this. So you first go 125 meters due south, then cross a 100-meter long subway which is due east, and finally reach your school at Y, which is 125 meters due north. With respect to the school at Y, your house at X is. This is question number 1. Please do this on your own and then only check the answer at the end. Do all the 4 questions, then check the answer. Question number 2. Your house is located at X and your school is located at Y. So you first go 100 meters due north, then cross a 75-meter long subway which is due west, and finally reach your school at Y, which is 100 meters due south. With respect to your home at X, your school at Y is. Practice this, do this, and then let's move on to question number 3. A student is at A and wants to reach B. For this, he first goes to O, which is 12 meters due north of A, and then he goes from O to B by covering a distance of 5 meters due east. The distance of A from B and the direction of A with respect to B are, respectively. We move to question number 4, the final question. Rahim walks 100 meters due north. He then turns left and walks for 100 meters. Thereafter, he turns right. In which direction is he walking now? So I hope you have practiced all the 4 questions, done them on your own. Here are the answers. Let me know in the comments below where you made mistakes. If you did mistakes, was this easy? You can comment me for more topics on which you need help. And you can connect with me via Instagram at ClearCTET with Swasti. Thank you for watching this video.